Hello.
Hey, welcome. Welcome to Talk with Angie, and here we are competing for your attention with Star Wars, who just kicked off their live show at 4 o'clock as well. Hopefully it'll finish here in just a minute, and we'll start in with trying to get your questions again. So, as you can tell, we're at Hollywood Studios, and we are enjoying soaking in the Star Wars land. And it's a little bit colder today. Yesterday was hot,
chilly.
and so today is about 10 degrees colder. So as we discussed yesterday, got to be ready, got to be prepared. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold, and by tonight I think it's going to be really chilly. Today's topic is last minute trip tips. So most of the time when we come to Disney, we plan for months in advance, but this trip we plan for less than 24 hours, and so it's more on the fly. So I thought we would talk about what are some of the tricks and trips we do, and then some of the ways that we can make up for still having magic, even if you can't ride all the rides that you want. So I don't know, do we have anyone live yet?
As of right now, it's only me.
Only you?
And remember, if you want, you can ask questions and comment, and I'll write that in right now.
All right.
Let me comment anything. Okay, so let's kick it off with a question. So, how do you know what to book the day before?
Yeah, so that is a good question. So I think that one of the things that you have to do is, we talked yesterday about the Disney My Experience app, and it's even more critical today. The app allows you to be flexible and to be like on the fly, and so you can change wait times, etc. So as soon as we made the decision that we're going, I logged on to My Disney Experience on my computer, and I started for Fast Passes, because Fast Passes are probably the first things that are still available 48 hours out, but the really big rides are gone. So I was still able to get Tower of Terror. I was able to get everything at this park. Toy Story. So yesterday at Magic Kingdom we couldn't get Thunder Mountain. We did get Space Mountain. We didn't get Elsa and Anna, and then at Epcot we sure didn't get the new Frozen ride. But other than that, we were able to get everything else, and that's 48 hours in advance. Now, it's not at prime time, so it has you hopping all over the park a little bit, but we were still able to get it. In addition to that, one of the tricks you can use with the app is, the reason you need it is you can see wait times, and you can see like if a ride doesn't have a wait time right now, you can exchange that Fast Pass for something else. Or you can, once you get a Fast Pass, you can start to play with it. And so you can say, I have, 5 people for Tower of Terror, but I really want Rockin'. And so what I can try to do is just one at a time, maybe move down to Rockin' and see if I can't get that. So the app is critical. Then I went to dining reservations. And to be honest, I had pretty much no luck. I got only Tony's Town Plaza in Magic Kingdom, and then I got Sanaa, which is fantastic, actually. But that's
delicious.
Is our favorite restaurant, but that's at a resort. But meanwhile, one of the most interesting things is that the things that show up on the computer are different than the app. So that's another reason that you should try to do Fast Passes, and you should try to do dining reservations on both the app and the computer. But then once we got here, Nicholas has some things he'd like to talk about on his dining.
I'll leave you in charge of this, and when people join, make sure to write them down on the list.
You're not going to talk that long.
Okay, so what I was going to say, there's a couple tricks I do. I like booking the dining reservations. It's a lot of fun for me to do the booking of the dining reservations. And I've got a couple tricks that I've learned for the day before and the day of. So the best time to really book reservations is either really early when you know you're going to have the trip, or the day before, or like a couple days before, because they're starting to cancel their reservations. And when they do,
so I'll interject. Disney charges now $5 or $10 per person on the reservation for a canceled reservation.
Yeah.
And so you have to cancel in most of the places 24 hours, and in a couple of them 48 hours. So people are dropping those reservations.
Yeah, and once they drop them, you can have them. So the ways I found it is sometimes it doesn't show up if you click the lunch or dinner in the My Disney Experience app, but you can go for each specific time for your party, and you can most likely find a time that's kind of hidden in there, like a secret time. Or, should I talk about splitting parties?
Mm-hmm.
And what I've done a couple times is I've had them split the party. So if we have a party of 5, I get a party of 3 and 2, and have them at the same time because they're most likely available at the same time. Then we ask if we can sit near each other or right next to each other or together. They always say yes, we can sit next to each other.
Yeah, so one time we booked, 9 people, 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 1. And they were all in about 10 to 15 minutes apart. And we came and said, sorry,
It was nice.
but they managed in 2 tables, but we were close by each other.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's some ways you can play with it. Works on fast passes as well. So that's another trick that you can do. Something that I guess you should be, that you should bring with you is your patience. This is not a planned trip. And so this is not the time to ride every ride and see every show. So you should get it in your head that this is not a normal Disney trip, that this is a just chillin', hanging trip. And be prepared to be surprised how fun it can be with no plan. So just realize, if it's your very first time ever to Disney, would not recommend this, okay? But if you've been a couple times, this is really cool. So you just take whatever's happening. So if you're here and stormtroopers are walking by, you join with stormtroopers. Instead of running real fast to your fast pass, you're just chilling. You're watching people, having some coffee. You would be surprised.
It's actually really fun.
So there's a couple of more things breakfast in the castle.
Yeah.
That was nice. There's a couple of more tricks that maybe if you have some pencil and paper you can write down. These are some ideas that I've done with the boys because, they really, either they're in a line for a long time or we're not getting to ride the rides they want to ride. And so one of the things we do is bring stuff with us for the lines. So now that they're older, even Caden has a 3DS, yeah. And but you can go to Walgreens and you can get like really cheap Disney stuff. You can get games to play.
Yeah.
We download the app. What is that thing?
WhatsApp.
No.
WhatsApp. I mean, Heads Up. It's called Heads Up by Ellen.
And they have Disney
for free. And you check in the park. You log on to Heads Up and you click it, and it adds your location. And if you're at Disney World, it gives you that pack for free.
And it's fun because we've actually played with other people in line. So we start to guess and they start to guess, and you can meet the people in the line with you, and it makes time go by fast. And so that's one thing we do. Another thing that I try to do is, especially when we come during the holidays and I know it's going to be crowded and I know we aren't going to get to ride a lot of things, is I make bingo. And
that's fun.
And so it's 50 squares. And, if you bingo, basically...
That requires a bit more time, though.
Yeah, but it's still, there's a lot of things you can do. Yeah. And there's lots of things you can find. You can, look for, somebody who is from Texas, for example, the cast member.
Someone with your same name.
Somebody with your same name.
Earlier today, I found someone with Nicholas.
Yeah,
and I bought from him.
And you can find things like somebody from a different country. We've played the alphabet game before, A through Z, and you have to find a cast member with each of those names. And you take a picture.
The pin trading game, which is my favorite.
Yeah, the pin chase.
Who can go find the category.
Yeah. So we do a pin chase, which is where we do the category Fab Five, right? And we assign everybody.
Fab Five,
you get
villains.
or you get Goofy. You get, Mickey, and then we shoot away. And the first person back to base with that pin, and they have to have traded that pin with that one on it, gets a point. And so we've done that. Another one we've done, obviously, is the good old-fashioned hidden Mickeys. And you can buy a book with those, and they are everywhere.
Now.
Yeah.
There's a second book now.
And you can look for hidden Mickeys, and you can keep track, and so those are the kind of things that help you pass some time.
Should we announce these?
look around.
So, as you can see right now, we are in next to Brown Derby area.
Oh, Stitch fell over.
Oh, we have a special guest today too. Made a little Stitch, Christmas Stitch. What else?
Did you want to take a look around?
Yeah, you guys keep talking. They can hear you.
Oh,
Okay. So, yeah, no problem. I was gonna talk a little bit about the dining reservations. If you don't get dining reservations, one of the things that you're able to do is be prepared for counter service. And so counter service is Disney's fast food, but in a lot of places it's quite good. And so
I would recommend the Pecos Bill restaurant in Magic Kingdom. That's
I knocked
so
our
good.
thing over. So yeah, it's really good. It has pulled pork sandwiches. It's open late into the night. And so another place here is this ABC Commissary. And so that is another place that is a good place to get something more unique than just every restaurant has its own unique menu. To be able to get in there, they even had some shrimp. They'll have a steak every once in a while on the fast food menu. So there's lots of things that you can run into. So again,
yeah, guys, that's the Tower of Terror they're asking. Yeah, that's the Tower of Terror that you just saw.
Yeah, did he go there?
Yeah.
I just spanned around.
Yeah, and Tower of Terror, staying Tower of Terror are east of the Mississippi, but to the west of the Mississippi in Disneyland, it's moving to Gardens of the Galaxy, so that should be interesting as well.
I'm excited to try it out. It sounds really fun.
So, another thing that is a good idea all the time you're at Disney, but especially if you're at a last-minute trip and you don't have a lot of fast passes, is to really take advantage of the child swap system. And it's not something they advertise, but basically if you have a rider that can't stay alone, like Caden, right? And you can't just leave him and say, we're riding Tower of Terror, good luck, 6-year-old. And you just kind of ditch him there. And even if he's tall enough to ride, but he doesn't want to ride, he's too afraid, you go to the cast member and you tell them, I have a child who we need to swap. So what happens then is maybe I stay with Caden and Dad goes with Nicholas and Matthew on the first round. They're going to give you a paper ticket that's good for 3 more fast passes. So it's a way to kind of expand your fast passes a bit. So when we come back, Dad stays with Caden and I can go with Nicholas and Matthew. So it allows you to not just ride alone, which would be no fun, but to ride with other members of your family. So it's a really nice program to have, and it maximizes the times you can ride on your fast passes and lets the kids ride a couple more times than what they might have ridden before.
So, like I was saying in the comments real quick, I was telling everyone who's on to say hi because sometimes I can't see everyone who's on. And so some of you guys haven't said hi yet. It says there are 5 people are on, but only 2 people have said hi. So make sure to do that because trust me, you're going to want to do that for later.
So I did get a question on one of the on the post yesterday, on our show yesterday, about someone going to Disney World in January and they only have 1 day in the park, and what should they do? And it's a mom and she's by herself. And so I thought about that for a minute. So what would I do without kids, and if it were just me, what would I walk around and do? So my first thought was I would probably go straight to Toy Story Mania and ride it, and then try to get another fast pass and ride it again. That would be my ultimate trip. But I think I would have to recommend Epcot. And if I had, most of a day to just hang out, I would spend some time in the seas. It has a huge aquarium, pretty cool stuff there. And then I would walk across to the countries because you can kill an entire day, and it's really very unique Disney. It's a way you can buy a passport and you can travel to all
I
the
love
different...
that. And you color Duffies.
You can color Duffies. But each country has its own, they have a kid cot there, a place where kids can color. But basically, they have hired people, young people from each of the different countries, and they're over here on 1-year work permits, and they will write in your passport, they'll write your name, in their native language, their native script, and then they usually write hello or Merry Christmas or something like this. And so you can travel from country to country. There's videos you can watch. There's a lot of things that maybe kids aren't that thrilled about, although my kids will go back to Epcot often. So, but that's something that maybe might be really cool thing to
Innovations is
do.
cool there too. There's innovations at Epcot.
Which is closed.
Oh, it's closed? Oh.
Yeah, pretty much finished. But it's Soaring is there. That's probably one of the all-time favorite rides of a ton of people. So Epcot's cool. Obviously Magic Kingdom's cool, but I would save that experience to have with the family, because that is where, kids are totally into the magic. The last thing is, if you like zoos and you like animals, Animal Kingdom's your other choice, because you can just casually walk around. It's a completely different feeling than anything else, and you can walk around, and it's nature, and it's the safari. These are things that as well you would have a good time doing. Anything else? Yeah, we can talk about the drawing.
So, what we're going to do today, we didn't do it yesterday, but we're going to start it up today. We might do a prize for yesterday too. So if you log on every day, we're going to have some kind of prize, and we're giving 2 prizes today, right?
Yes.
So one mini ornament and one Mickey ornament. Did you get both? No, you only get one, right?
One for yesterday, one for today.
So today we're gonna if you logged on today, you have a chance to earn the Mickey, and yesterday you have a chance to earn a Minnie. And so if you want to, we can do the drawings now, or do you want to do the drawings a bit later?
We can do them now. So
you can keep talking. I'll go set up the drawings right now. I have to set them up.
Oh, okay. All right. So why are you setting them up? What are you doing? Some random thing?
Yeah, it makes a random winner.
Okay. I thought he was just going to put them on a piece of paper, but of course he's not. So anyway.
Okay. So we're gonna start with today's drawing.
Okay.
So there's.
Why don't you did you make a list of names?
Yeah.
Okay, what I can do is I'll just pick a number. How many are total live?
But is that really fair?
Okay, I was just gonna pick a number.
But sometimes one might not be picked though.
Okay.
So keep talking.
Okay. What?
Yeah. We can't really. Should we be?
I think they would like me to walk by the Tower of Terror to see it again.
Okay.
You guys keep talking, and I'll plan around here.
Okay, sounds good.
So as you can see, you'll see the Tower of Terror. Oh, Thomas just got excited. So keep talking. Tell him about the Tower of Terror.
So can we go live from the Tower of Terror? Oh, that could be true. We could maybe go live.
It's kind of scary.
That would be interesting to be able to go live. The other people on the ride might not appreciate it, but it would be pretty fun. So, especially if they're all screaming. But you can see he's walking down Sunset Boulevard now and taking a look at the tower.
So, just to make sure, I'm going to announce names, and if I do not call your name, please comment now so to make sure that you get a chance to be in the prize. Josh or Sonia, Stacy, Anna, or Eva. If anyone else is on, please make sure to comment. Let's do the raffle for today.
Okay, so
For the Mickey. Okay, so this is the last chance. Stop. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna start the raffle. Eva Brownova. Eva Brownova.
You win.
One Mickey.
Christmas Mickey.
Signal is bad. Come back.
Oh,
Tell him
wait.
to come back.
All right. So he's coming.
He's coming back.
I see him coming back.
It's better signal.
There he comes. You lost the signal.
You lost the signal.
Yeah, but anyway, now you're here.
Eva has won. Eva has won the Mickey. No, not Minnie Mouse. Eva.
Oh, Eva
won. You won the Mickey Mouse ornaments.
So, well, I guess you're going to have to come to America now and collect it. So, all right.
So do you want?
Now the drawing for yesterday. So while he does that, I'm going to wrap up. The last thing, in summary, I guess, if you're on a last-minute trip, is remember why you're coming to Disney, right? It's magic. And there is magic being here. So you can sit at home and you can drink coffee at Starbucks. You can sit outside Starbucks, or you can come here and sit outside Starbucks and drink the coffee. So most people, what happens is that Disney costs quite a lot. And so people spend a lot of time trying to make sure they do every single ride, every single event, and their stress level goes so high. It's like, I paid for this, you're gonna love it. And then the kid is like,
like from Lilo and Stitch, we're having family fun.
So anyway, so try to remember that it's magic no matter what you're doing. So even if you're not catching every ride and you're not doing everything in the park, just being here, spending time as a family, doing all of the little things that you don't ever get when you're on a rush trip, this is worth it. So
almost ready.
Okay, so
the suspense is really going. Yesterday we had a lot of live viewers in total.
okay, so here we go. Yesterday's winner
is still having names being written in.
I'll announce it. You got to do the last one.
It's gonna be the top one. It draws 3 at a time, but the top one wins.
Okay, I got it. Dun dun dun.
So.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. We're about finished.
So, let's start the raffle. Mindy Garcia.
Mindy Garcia.
Mindy Garcia, you won the Minnie Mouse.
And he didn't let me announce it. He announced it himself. Anyway. All right, Mindy. So, do you know Mindy?
No, I don't know Mindy.
Okay. Well, so, Mindy, if you'll, we'll post it below on yesterday's thing, and you can contact us on how we can get you your Minnie Mouse ornament. So that's it for now. Tomorrow we are at Epcot, and the topic is what to pack. And so it's going to be pretty fun. I'll bring my packing list, and we'll walk through what we pack during the holidays. Anything different, but just in general, a good what to pack video. So see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.